Crystia!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Fringe. The other day, I came to this community. I came to YouTube with a request, one that I have never had before, one that I wasn't sure how it was going to go over with my viewers and with this community. For those who didn't watch that video, who were unaware of the video, last Friday on Friday Night Fringe, I sat down and I said that all super chats coming through were going to be tripled, meaning if somebody donated a $20 donation, I would bump it up to 60 and etc. for the remainder of that stream, simply because my 9-year-old niece, Faye, had been diagnosed with cancer and was in the Children's Hospital in Calgary undergoing treatment for her disease. Now, I will tell people right now that things are looking positive. Things are on the up and up, and Faye is very well spirited, and so is her family. However, things had taken a toll. There's a lot of financial burden that comes upon the family that don't even live in Calgary. They have to drive back and forth multiple times to the Children's Hospital. They have another child to switch off with, so they're switching in shifts and kind of putting their lives back together, enduring costs for medications and everything else, time off of work, gas, you name it. I'm sure anybody who's been through this experience knows just what these are facing. Now, we're in a precedented time in this country, or an unprecedented time, I should say, where costs are through the roof. We just saw our unbelievable, disgusting budget that was put forward, and people are at a point right now where they can't afford to turn on the lights, they can't afford to eat, they can't afford their mortgages, they certainly can't afford things like cancer treatment, and I appealed to this community. I sat down and asked for this community's help for the first time in this channel's existence, again, as a Hail Mary to the family that was raising money. As I stated at the beginning of this video, I wasn't sure where that was going to go, and I wasn't sure the response. And I have to tell you, thank you. The overwhelming support that came in showed me a Canadian community united in as large of a scale as I had seen since the Freedom Convoy, where people banded together, they pulled up their socks, so to speak, and they did the unthinkable. I want to show everybody the hard works of their efforts, as Faye's GoFundMe is now sitting, at the time of filming this video, $24,000, which you guys raised 12,000 of that in just 24 hours. I'm speechless. I spoke with Faye's parents last night, and they were in tears, completely dumbstruck by the overwhelming generosity from this community and these viewers and true, caring, passionate Canadians who were willing to help their fellow man, their fellow family in their time of need. I can't express just how amazing it is and how proud I am that when I speak to people about YouTube outside of making these videos, when I see people in public and they say, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" Well, I write books, I'm running for mayor, I make YouTube content. I've never been more proud than to tell people that not only do I make YouTube content, but I have one of the greatest, most patriotic communities on this platform. And the difference that you have made to this family is overwhelmingly obscure. This is a level of support that this family never thought they were going to get to. Faye has been battling this cancer for roughly getting close to a month, 3.5 weeks. And when I spoke with Faye's father, his name's Robert, but we all call him French because he moved out from Quebec. His name's been French forever, but we all call him French. But French told me for the first time since this horrible, horrible news had come their way, he breathed a sigh of relief, um, and was just completely taken back by the overwhelming generosity of you, the viewers. So thank you. I really want to give back in some way, and a lot of people left anonymous donors in the GoFundMe. And again, I've got my gripes with GoFundMe from the Freedom Convoy, but I didn't set up this campaign. I just wanted to help contribute to it in any way possible. I did not expect this level of contribution. So again, thank you for that. I was going to wait for Friday night stream, but I want to put this out for those who don't join our streams. What's wrong with you? You should be. But I wanted to make sure that everybody got the message at just how amazing you have been, and that from the minute that video launched up until the time of filming this video and beyond, I've been so blown away and so grateful and so blessed to not only have that kind of financial support, but that kind of support from a complete stranger that watches this channel, that comes here. I've always been grateful and full of gratitude that I'm given a platform to speak to you about politics, that from time to time I can joke around, and sometimes people don't take those jokes the way they're supposed to be. But we have a virtual relationship, and one that I never thought I'd be blessed enough to have. And I'm not what makes this channel great. You are. Every single one of you that comes here, that bands together, that shows this country, shows the world what it still means to be Canadian. My hat goes off to each and every one of you, even those of you who couldn't donate. People are in a tight spot. People are financially overburdened right now. Your prayers, your thoughts have been enough. You're included in that group. And I see each and every one of you. And I don't care how cringe this comes off. I want to make it crystal clear that Unacceptable Fringe wouldn't exist without the roughly 30,000 people who come here to give their feedback, good or bad, the people who watch these videos, the people who comment, positive or negative, the people who know what this country needs, what it desires. And as I'm about to step into one of the most challenging plans I've ever put together in my life, to run for a position of power in a municipality, this gives me hope that there's enough Canadians out there that if we band together, we can see change. I've made a plethora of videos talking about Justin Trudeau and scandals and zero accountability. And while I want Justin Trudeau to find his day in court, this is one place where this government, this prime minister, cannot stop Canadians. They cannot stop the heartbeat of this country. They cannot stop its people. And each and every one of you deserves a round of applause for what you've done and still continue to do. And this is an unpayable debt. This is a debt I can never repay to each viewer who contributed financially, who contributed with their thoughts, their prayers, their comments, sharing it out, putting it on Discords, putting the fundraiser on other platforms, anywhere they could. These are the things Justin Trudeau should witness, that you can crush people's bank accounts, you can ruin their lives, you can step on their necks, but at the end of the day, you can't take away that we are Canadian. This is what Canada is, and you guys did it. So, from the bottom of my heart, from this family who did comment in that video, by the way. It's probably buried by now. Thank you. As a heads up, I will have updates about phase progress. I will happily bring those, probably more in live streams than these kind of videos. I want to reserve the videos on the channel for getting news out and not really taking up anybody's time other than to do it in live stream. I think it's great to have a live audience for those things too. At some point, I would like to have phase parents on the channel to express their gratitude because they desperately want to. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I hope to see you in our live streams this Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, where, again, I'll probably say thank you again. But before I tear up anymore, I'm so grateful to have this community. I'll catch you on the next one.